And we live. So Claude just got a brand new update, and Anthropic, which is the parent company of Claude, they ideally don't release new updates as frequent as the others like OpenAI's ChatGPT or Google's Gemini and the likes, right? I think the last one was about 5 months ago, which was 3.5 Sonnet. But yeah, they just released one, and they also released the Claude Code. So ideally, because of how good Claude has been in terms of like with coding, programming, and the likes, they decided to set a new one. I don't think it's officially out yet, but it's in beta mode or in research mode, so it's quite cool. So let me see. Heading over to Claude, there are a couple benchmarks, right, that it is currently enjoying. So for example, from software engineering, it does say Claude 3.7 Sonnet is, in terms of accuracy, is higher than that of OpenAI 3 mini I, which is the recent one, and DeepSeek. Again, it's always best to check this, right, because obviously they would always try to put the ones that have in their favor up on their sites. Agentic 2, he also says it's accurate, and if you can see over here, gradually level reasoning, agentic coding, the multilingual Q and visual reasoning, it does say it's way above OpenAI and DeepSeek and work better. So we're always definitely going to check it out. But yeah, that's basically the way it is currently. So over to Claude AI, as you can see, I'm just using the free model, and it obviously allows me access to the Claude 3.7 Sonnet. The 3.5 ICO is you have to have a pro subscription with them. Then in thinking mode, the normal again. So it's an hybrid model because we can use the normal and the thinking mode at the same time. Obviously, if you want to use extended, which is best for math and coding challenges, you have to use the pro version. So the free version allows us to be able to use the 3.7 Sonnet, which is the latest one, and also allows us a thinking mode, which is quite a decent, deal. So let's see. I'm going to try a prompt over now. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to say, summarize the following article in 300 words, include the key points in 7 bullet points. Right, so the article I'm going to get is the article that we just talked about, which is the Claude 3.7 Sonnet. So I'm going to copy everything. All right, did I get it? Yep, I'm going to move and just post it over here. Yeah, it's pasted, and you can see automatically put it as a file. Then let's see what's going to bring out. Okay, so this is pretty fast as usual. Claude is known for that. Summary of Claude 3.7 Sonnet and Claude announcement. Anthropic has announced Claude 3.7 Sonnet, their most intelligent model to date and the first hybrid reasoning model on the market. The model offers both standard quick responses and an extended thinking mode that produces step-by-step reasoning visible to users. Along this, Anthropic introduced Claude Code, a command line tool for agentic coding available as a limited research review, which is good, like I just showed you. So the key points, again, it did it in 7. So one of the good things about Claude that I've noticed, people always ask, why should I subscribe to Claude when I have OpenAI, ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity or whatever? Arguably the best thing about it is the fact that it's tonality. It doesn't really look like an AI model did it. It doesn't really have the promotional stuff that it normally has, like ChatGPT normally has or Gemini. They are getting better, don't get me wrong. ChatGPT is getting way better. Gemini is getting way better at, sounding more non-AI, if that's the right word to use, or non-promotional. But Claude has always gotten it from the get-go. They always are the one that looks the most authentic in terms of, not using AI to generate them. So they have been really, really good at it. And you could see from the way this presents itself. So you can see the key points here. It brought out the 7 key points. Like we said, Claude AI 3.7 Sonnet is available on all cloud plans and API platforms. Yeah, thinking mode and the like. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the word count, because that's one of the things most of these AI models, LLMs, don't get right. They don't get their word counts right. So I'm going to minimize this a bit, go over to Word documents. Right, and let's paste it because I asked for 300 words. So it says, let me see how many words. It's not showing over here. Let me move over to an online word counter. For some reason my word isn't showing. Well, I just updated it, so maybe I'm going to check that out later. But let's see, free word counter. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, so let's see, 283 words, and I asked for 300 words. Well, not exactly ideal, but it is close, to be honest, because most of the models are always far off, right? It is close, and probably if I had used Word, that would be more accurate. Okay, so now one of the limitations, right? Let me go back to Claude. One of the limitations it has is the fact that it cannot access the web. So unlike what's it called? Unlike OpenAI's ChatGPT, right, and Gemini and the likes, they have access to, directly to the web. So I'm going to show it now with a particular prompt. I would say, yeah, WWE's this thing was last night. So let's see. Who were the winners at the WWE Elimination Chamber last night? So as you can see, it says, I don't have specific information about the WWE Elimination Chamber event that would have taken place last night, which is the 1st of March 2025. My knowledge cutoff is from October 2024. I don't have data about WWE events that happened after the dates. And obviously, they'll tell you what to do next. So that's one of the biggest limitations of Claude, is that it doesn't allow you to access the internet, right? Unlike OpenAI, ChatGPT and the likes, which, it's a really, really downside. Another thing is I want to check is the hallucination test. So we know that most of these models always have a way of, bringing or, putting fake information. So we're going to test it with this. Projects are not so pretend. Okay. So describe the following variety of apple. So one of these 4 is wrong. Okay, it's not real, and let's see if it gets it. So this is the fake one. Moonrise Crisp is fake. So I should know that the Moonrise Crisp is not widely recognized commercial apple variety. This may be a new, without reliable information. I can't provide accurate details. Okay, so I won't say it got it completely wrong, right? However, it still take it as if it's part of the types of or the variety of apple. So I'm not going to just rule it off completely. I believe it's really good, but unlike the others that could use web search, so like OpenAI has something called the deep research. It recently just got released that allows you to analyze different web pages and bring out the cost of it, right? Same Gemini has access to the web and the likes, and all these other models, DeepSeek, they're bringing that reasoning, deep search. Unfortunately, the Claude doesn't, so you can't really say if it's real. Someone that doesn't know it's real will just assume it's just not popular, but it doesn't exist. So it's not perfect, but it's close. It's getting there, because it did say it doesn't have anything on it, right? Another downside of Claude is, or limitation of Claude, is the fact that it runs out of credits fast. Okay, it really, really does. Hopefully that gets fixed. So now I want to ask it a question. This is called the hardest logic. I asked it on Grok. I asked it on ChatGPT. I want to see if this gets it, and it's a reasoning question. So I'm going to test out the reasoning. Let me just delete this and go back to the main page. One thing I forgot to show earlier was the fact that the style, obviously Claude, it has the normal, concise, explain, and formal, and you can create these styles. Again, it's one of the best things about Claude is the fact that the tonality and the way it presents itself is still arguably the best compared to the rest, and it gives you more options to be able to do this, and you can create and edit your style. So that's by the side. Now let's test the reasoning. I'm going to make sure, hold up, that this is okay selected, and let's see how good it is, because I put this in ChatGPT and Grok. Some of them didn't really get it. Okay, so solution strategy. If jar means yes, the answer of jar means no, the answer is da. Question to ask. So ask God A, if I ask you whether you're random, would you say jar? Yes, that's correct. Question 2, ask God B, if you A is random candidate, would you say jar? Yes, that's correct. Based on information 1 and 2, and if I know one, ask God B, would you say jar? Yeah, it is correct. Yeah, so that's the answer. It got it. So the reasoning is quite good. Let me ask it another question. So how many hours are in raspberries, for example? This is a very funny trick question that, as simple as it is, right, it shows you exactly how the reasoning and how you can go about it. Okay, so basically that will come up in a bit. So again, the limitations of Claude, like I said earlier, is just the fact that the credits runs out. It doesn't have access to the web, right? And it has... Okay, I think we're back. Give me a second. So let's see how many hours are in raspberry. First hour, no more hours. So the raspberry contains 1 letter. Okay, it got it wrong. So let me count the letter R in the word raspberry. I think probably because it was looking for the capital letter R, right? So let me say, regardless of the caps lock. Or let me just say, are you sure? Sure, there is only 1. I see there are actually 3 hours in total raspberry, 1 capital R and big. Okay, so it got it right. It's just because I put it in capital. So it literally took the capital in consideration, right? So he actually got it right. So I would say the reason is quite good, especially this is the free version, and the extended, I would believe it to be better. Is it worth subscribing? Or it depends, right? If you are really bullish on the, tonality of how it sounds like, and coding, because I didn't try the coding, but other research has said that the coding is really, really good. Again, that's one of the reasons why they created the Claude Code, because of how good it is. Although few people have said it, few of my colleagues have said the coding is really good in terms of how it compares to the latest OmniAI from ChatGPT, but that's left for me to check out myself. You could also check it out to see which is better. But yeah, that's how the Claude 3.7 Sonnet is at the moment. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your comments of how it goes, and without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.